Remember, there's some pretty important information here in the disclaimer. You might want to give the video a quick pause and read it.
Oh, hey everybody, it's me, Sonic! Sonic the Hedgehog! Just here to remind you that if you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button. And for even more amazing customs, don't forget to subscribe to Wake Angel 2001, because between you and me, they're way past cool.
Hello my friends, this is Wake Angel 2001 coming at you with another commission. This one is for Shade Guy from DeviantArt. Now, my longtime watchers may remember that Shade Guy had a very particular custom made quite a while ago. It was a Rule 63 Sonic based off of the artwork of Miss Faye's, Sonette if you might call it. No, Sonico. Yes, that's what it was. Well, Shade Guy now wants a Rule 63 version of Sonic, but a very particular version, Sonette. Basically, what would happen if you use a Super Crown on Sonic? I was always disappointed in myself that I never got around to doing anything for the Bowsette meme back when the Super Crown was first introduced. So this is just a nice opportunity for me to get in on that bandwagon, even if I am about 3 years too late. Although, if you take a look at this comic done by Miss Faye's, if you look in the lower right corner, you'll notice that it was originally done in 2014. That means that this predates the actual Super Crown meme by 4 years. Isn't that interesting? So the base figure is, of course, the World of Nintendo Peach, which is that the only Mario character that's female in the toy line? Like, I can't think of any other female characters made. Did they do the Magic Koopa? Or Wendy? Or I don't think they have. I think Princess Peach is actually the only female character in the Mario toy line that's officially been made. That's so weird. Why haven't we had a Daisy who's practically a repaint, or a Lumina, or there's plenty of female characters in the Mario franchise. Why haven't we got any of them yet? Is Jakks Pacific that dedicated to not making female figures? I don't know. Anyway, the Peach figure is actually very difficult to work with. The whole thing is made out of a stiff plastic that doesn't soften up, except for the head. And the head is actually attached a weird way in that the mushroom cap is on the head and the hole is in the torso. So it's actually reversed from how almost every other action figure ever is made. So the only thing I was able to take off was the head. Now, the first thing, of course, is to make this figure about 5 times bustier, because this is the internet meme, and as we all know, any internet fan art that has less than double D cups just, that just doesn't exist. Like, yeah, I had a line, but I actually cut my own line there because I was afraid I might get demonetized from it. But yes, just suffice to say that most people that draw sexy stuff on the internet tend to go with the busty route. Let's just leave it at that, okay? So, thank you to my Rush Nintendo figure once again, which is always there to provide a model for a nice firm pair of cleavage. And actually, the line of the dress actually looks similar to Peach's, so basically I just had to replicate this. In fact, since the figure's about the right height, it's even the same size, really. Okay, so a simple 3-step path. First, make a couple of balls of epoxy and stick them on the chest. And of course, like the line for the hem of the dress. And then once it's had a chance to harden, put in a little bit more to be like the collarbone space and to fill in the seams so that it actually looks like it's naturally blending into the torso. And there you go, firm pair of lush, ripe, I'm not even going to finish that sentence. Okay, and a couple of spines on the back because it is Sonic. And, okay, here's a thing. I was originally going to actually use Princess Peach's original little jewel attached to the collar to to try and preserve the look as much as possible. But when I made this assembly, it came out a little bit giraffe-necked. It was just too long, so I would end up just discarding this gem after all and making one myself smaller so that I can get away with a shorter neck. Also, thanks to Corey, I got a pair of Sonic's hands with the glove cuffs removed, so that I could cut off Princess Peach's hands and attach Sonic's proportionately larger ones, to preserve that whole Sonic look. And I did try to get a little bit artistic here. As you may note, the left hand is a little bit curled upwards. I was, like, it's a common thing for female figures to have, like, one hand curled up, because I think that's, like, a demure way that they walk. So I kind of tried to do that. I'm not sure if I angled it enough, but I didn't want it to look, like, so pre-posed that when Shade Guy gets his figure, he wouldn't be able to have it in a neutral stance. I tried to go with a compromise, is what I'm getting at. Yeah, let's just finish this up before we move on to the important parts. Everything is the body with these light modifications done is repainted. The glove is naturally blended in and painted onto the elbow-length gloves that Princess Peach wears. And I wanted to put a pair of high-heeled shoes, like perhaps from a Blaze character, onto the legs here, but Princess Peach's legs are a solid mass that is really close together, so there's no room for me to put Sonic-sized feet in there. As a result, I just kind of painted the legs blue, and we're just counting on the fact that the dress covers the feet anyway, so you wouldn't really be able to tell. Alright, now onto the head, which is really where this customizing is. In fact, you might say that I could have made this work just by making the head and sticking it on, so everything I did up to this point is just to show my dedication to try and match the artwork a little closer, instead of just doing what the technical requirements of the custom would have been. So here is a 3D printed Sonic head with no spines. I printed it it's about the same size as the Jakks Pacific Sonic head, just in case anyone's wondering. I had Corey make me this because, well, quite frankly, I think it would be a lot easier than having to cut the spines off of an actual Sonic head. Like, that gets really messy. Like, you got a lot of cutting, and then there's sanding, and everything gets everywhere. Plus, I really don't have a spare Sonic Jakks Pacific head on hand just yet, because so far no one's made a request that requires me to use the Sonic figure but not use its head so far. So yes, with this basically came the arduous task of little by little sculpting on all the detailing, like the top spine curled forward to be the peak of Princess Peach's bangs, where the original Peach crown from the actual figure was stuck in, and then the Sonic spines repurposed into the curled up and flowing down parts of Princess Peach's hair, and then of course once all that had settled, the two little sideburn things to match the shape of Princess Peach's silhouette, as seen in the comic at the beginning of this video, of course. And the reason you aren't seeing any of those work-in-progress pictures is because, like an idiot, I forgot to take any pictures of them. So here is the head completed. Oh yeah, I also added some pouty lips, because in the Transformation comic, the Princess Peach that came out had, the Sonette that came out had very pouty, full lips. And I hope I didn't go overboard with them. Like lips are something that's actually kind of hard to sculpt. I think that's why they're so rarely focused on in animated media, because when you draw attention to them, they actually look unnatural. I think that's like an uncanny valley effect. Like, usually just a line with a slight hint of color underneath is all you need, unless like you're really gonna focus on them, like in Big Mouth or something, where how unnatural and weird the mouths look is actually kind of the point. I don't know. I hope it came out right is what I'm trying to get at. So with that head made, oh, by the way, the attachment point is a Mega Construx ball joint. Specifically, it's the ball that comes on the end of Evil Lynn's staff The Evelyn minifigure has a staff, and it has a ball joint on the end, and the ball is the same size as the neck pegs, so Mega Construx's heads could go onto there. Earlier in the video, you saw a Dr. Halsey head stuck onto the body. That was haha funny, yuck yuck. But I actually did shave that head down and stick it into this Sonic head so that it would be able to stick on. So, yeah, she has a fully ball jointed head. So, yeah, here's the complete Super Crown Sonic, or also known as Sonette or Sonette, if you're gonna go by the the Bowsette naming convention. Like you had Bowsette, Boozette, Chompette, everyone else who got turned into a Princess Peach clone, because when the little girl Toad put the crown on, she turned into Peachette. That was the whole idea behind the meme, right? So there you go. Oh no, it was Toadette. Sorry, yeah, because he's a toad. Why do you have the I don't know. Whatever. So yes, she does retain all of Princess Peach's posability, which isn't really much. Pin dish shoulders, a waist swivel, and elbows is pretty much all that Peach had. Actually, since she has a ball-jointed head that can do some tilting expressiveness, she's actually more posable than Princess Peach, so, there's that. And of course, since this is a Princess Peach figure, she is taller than Mario. I kind of like the idea that when Mario ran up behind Sonic and forcefully pushed the Super Crown transformation on him, he actually ended up a little taller than him. A little bit of a domineering waifu here we have. I don't know. Resident Evil has proven that people can be really into tall waifus, so yeah, we'll go with that. And again, I just want to point out that when Miss Phase did that transformation comic, it was actually 4 years before the Super Crown meme would actually be a thing. So everybody remember that that Miss Phase, the Sonic the Hedgehog Rule 63 artist, was actually ahead of the Memosphere by 4 whole years. So technically speaking, Bowsette copied this. Alright, so is it kind of weird that I started Pride Month off with a transgender character? Does this count as transgender? I mean, it is a male character transformed into a woman. I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's June. It's Happy Pride Month. Like, we're all good with representation here, and I just don't want to. I'm going to shut up because I don't want to be accused of appropriating anything. This is Wake Angel 2001, signing off and hoping that I'm not in serious trouble for this.